Well, today I'm really honored to invite our special guest, Leo, present to start our course. You may not heard of his name, but I'm sure you guys have heard of Autods. He is a current CEO and the founder of Autods, has more than 10 years experience of e-commerce. Hi Leo, hi, how are you?
Hey Zoe, hey everyone from CJdropshipping. I'm super excited to be here today, and thanks for inviting me here to be here.
Great. Also, it's my honor to invite you too. Could you say hi to our audience and give them, for the audience who don't know you, could you just briefly introduce yourself to them?
Sure. So my name is Lior Pozin. I'm from Israel. I started my e-commerce way around 11 years ago as a dropshipper. Basically, it started by a mistake or accidentally. I saw a phone that was sold in a higher price than other Chinese site on eBay. So I just listed that, and within 3 hours, I got my first sale for this cell phone. My e-commerce business started after that from electronic cigarettes store here in Israel, where I had a WooCommerce store, and I sold some stuff there in addition to eBay. And around 5 years ago, I founded Autods, which the purpose of this tool was to save time for me and to build an e-commerce empire for me and for my business partner. And after that, we went to some conferences, saw that people were really interested in this type of automation. And that's how Autods came to the world, basically, after that we released it for everyone.
Wow, that's really interesting. Thank you for your introduction. I know most of people start their dropshipping business as like you just started by accident. And I believe most of people, because they want to earn some extra pocket money, and they don't have, in the dropshipping as a business, they don't have a much front cost to start it. And these people usually have a 9 to 5 job, and time is really precious. And I believe time is even precious for these new starters. So how to manage within the limited time and the scale up dropshipping stores will be the one of the biggest challenge. Well, it comes to my first question. Why do we need dropshipping automation, and how can dropshippers benefit from the automation?
Sure. So first, I think that dropshipping automation is something that is a must on this time because of a few different reasons. The first one is that we really don't have enough time on our day, and most of the people who start dropshipping, at least in the beginning, starting that during their day job. So they are doing it in parallel to that, in addition to that, and they need something that will help them to manage their time. The second thing is that when you run a dropshipping store, you always have things that if you don't do them on time, your customers will not be happy. For example, the first thing which will actually affect your money and your profits is price and stock changes. If the supplier, for example, CJdropshipping, goes out of stock for a specific product, we always want to monitor that, and we always want to know that. And that's why dropshipping automation comes into the picture and helps you to be always integrated with your suppliers, with the orders, with the prices, and with the stocks. And the last thing is that it really gives your customers better experience. If your customer bought something from you and now it's holidays or weekend, or you're just on your day job, you want to fulfill everything as soon as possible, as fast as possible, and you want your customers to be happy. And that's why dropshipping automation will do that much faster than any human, unless you sit actually all day on your computer and processing the orders manually.
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you, because with nowadays people always want, they buy it today and got delivered tomorrow. So if you're already seeing, if most of people starting their dropshipping business as their second job and an extra income, so they really need the automation to get everything speed up and quickly. Well, so for the dropshipping wise in general, what step do you think it can be automated and avoid the tedious manual operation? Well, in general, I would say dropshipping is I know this is really a big question because dropshipping is a huge work. So I will break it into like small steps. For example, if I want to sell this cup, so first thing I need to do, of course, is create a store. If I want to open, if I'm using Shopify, then I need to create a website. If I go to marketplace like eBay, Amazon, I need to open a store. And then second thing, I need to find a supplier for this product, and then I'll need to list this product to my store. Then I market it, so everyone else will know how, like, they will know I'm selling this cup, so they're going to buy it. And then I will receive orders. I will place order from my supplier. Then I will make some after sale service. If they don't like it, I will make some exchange or etc. So among all these steps, do you think which step you think it can be automated?
Yeah, sure. So first, let's really break the process and go about each and any of the steps and see how we can do that, how we can automate it, and why we want to do that. So the first step, as I said, is to create a store. So let's break it. We have, for example, in Autods, we have a support for eBay dropshipping stores, Facebook Marketplace, and Shopify. So for eBay and Facebook, it's really straightforward. You just go and create your store, and you don't really need anything to be automated at this part. For Shopify, you want to build the store and you want to design the store. You want to build the theme and so on. So you can do that using tools like different pre-made themes. But you can also go to Fiverr, for example, and ask someone to do that for you. So that's kind of automation. It's not software automation, but it's human automation that will help you to do the things. After I created my store, I really need to find products to sell. And this part can be automated using different softwares and different tools. For example, on Autods, we allow to do that using multiple tools. One of them is the Autods Finder, which is a tool that gives you the best-selling products of other dropshippers. And another thing is that we have the Autods Helper, which is a tool, a Chrome extension that you put there a keyword and it searches from multiple suppliers and gives you to find the products using these keywords from the suppliers. And the other method to find here is really by recommendations of CJdropshipping or any other supplier that they showed the top selling products and what worth to sell. So after I have the product, I need to list the product, and I think that later we will go for a demonstration of that. But using a tool, you can do the process completely automatically. You can put one link or multiple links in the software, click list the products. Everything will be listed to your store, including if you want, you can create collage from pictures. You can capitalize the first letters of each word to make the titles look beautiful, and many other automations like that. For example, adding watermark of your store and stuff like that. This importing process will copy actually everything from your supplier, like the title, description, images, item specifics, and put inside your listing automatically for one or for multiple stores if you want to do that. The next part is really to follow up with the prices and stocks changes from the supplier. So for that, you also can use the tool to follow up with the prices changes of the suppliers. And then the fun part is when an order comes in. So the order will appear on your system and you can actually process the order with the click of a button, send it to your supplier. The supplier will send it to your customers, and then when a tracking number is available, the automation will update it inside your store. And for sure, the last part here is the customer support. So for customer support, for now, from what I know, there are no really tools who does this totally automatically, and we will talk about it a bit more later. But for example, with Autods, you can kind of automate it. What does it mean? You can create pre-made messages for any situation of your dropshipping business. And then you can either go and do that by yourself and just click on the right message and send it really fast. You can even do that from your mobile phone. Or you can give it to your virtual assistant or employee who will do that for you and actually go and use the right message that you created for them for any situation and answer to your customers really quick. And Zoe, I think that I forgot one thing, which is the marketing.
Yeah,
So
marketing.
So for marketing, we have two parts. The first one is really paid ads or SEO and stuff like that, which you can really use also Fiverr for this stuff. But the other part is the messages that you send to your customers. So for example, on AutoDS, for any part of the order process, order received, order sent, order shipped, and order completed, we send a message to your buyer of, hey, this is the status of your order, and this thing really gives them better experience and less customer support also for us.
Yeah, that's quite interesting because I know usually if people if you're a Shopify user, so like email for the automatic email template, all these things you can down from your on the Shopify backstage. But if you are not a Shopify user, like for other place, you might don't have these functions like email marketing, like all these steps. But as you said, like AutoDS provide these, like all these functions can cover from. If you are not a Shopify user, you can still use AutoDS as with eBay to fulfill all their functions like you are using the Shopify. Because I know for my understanding, CJ really have a lot of Shopify user. We don't have a lot of eBay user because eBay is not, they don't want to start a business in eBay. It's because it's really hard to do the marketing and how to track the inventory. The inventory in eBay is really, really important. So as you just said before, what step we can't, like you have talked about so many steps we can be automatic, we can be automated, but what we can be automated, it will be marketing at least at the beginning, and then the product funding, right?
Yeah, so in my opinion, what really can be automated is first, the marketing is really hard to automate in the beginning, like all this process. You can pay to someone on Fiverr, but in the beginning to build the basic, really the strong base for your store, it's really important to go and do that manually by yourself to really understand your market better, to really know what you really should do and who is the right audience. And for Shopify, the product finding, there are tools who are actually giving you, hey, these products are top selling now. But after you see these products, it means that thousands of people in the world already also saw them. And I would go and do some more manual research to find similar products to these products, so I can use them to my store without competition, product that's still untouched by other people.
Wow, among all these processing steps, like which could be automated, like if there an app can achieve most of these features. I know AutoDS, you have talked about AutoDS have this feature and that feature. If there any other apps can do this one too?
Yeah, so for each market, there are different tools. Like for Shopify, there are tools who use CJ and also CJ by yourself. You also do the automations. For eBay, there are some other tools. Like our goal in AutoDS basically is to be all in one and to be time saving. So like for each market, you can find the right tools to do the things for sure. And yeah, I agree with that.
Well, thank you. And we were talking about the customer support, like how to give them the best and automated customer support. Do you have any bullet point on time saving during the process? And you were talking about the future assistant. Could you talk about more about this one?
Yeah, sure. So What I would do for customer support automation is two things. The first one is really to create pre-made templates and put it inside the system as snippets. And then if it's Shopify, so you don't have a system for that, but you can create a Google Doc or a Google Sheets file for this process. And after that, what you can do is that you can create an access for a virtual assistant inside the system just for the customer support. And then you can find someone in any dropshipping group and ask them to do this process for you automatically, kind of automatically. Usually it costs like $2, something like that, an hour. And you can give them all these templates, give them access just for the customer service system, only for that. So they cannot upload products for you, cannot see your sales, just answer your customers. And that's the that's the safest way to really go and automate this process of customer service. At the other hand, you have the thing of the automated messages. So for that, on Shopify, you can configure the messages to be sent according to the status of the order, which Autods will automate the statuses. So it will just change the status and then the message will be sent on Shopify. And for eBay, as I explained before, the messages will be just sent to your customers.
Yeah. So you were talking about some already made replies. Could you show our audience some example of it? Do you have prepared any examples so we can show to the audience?
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen. So we have this. I will send you a link so you can post it also on the group. So we have these messages, for example. All these are integrated to Autods for the customer service system, which will be released in like one day. But you can see here that it's split by different type of messages. For example, post-sale. So this is something that will be sent after the customer bought something from you. If there is a problem with address, so you already have a message that you can use to send your customer. And by the way, these fields will be filled automatically by Autods, for example. So the buyer name will be filled automatically and it will feel really personalized to your customers when you fill in this message.
So for example, if I'm buying this product, my name is Zoe, so I will receiving this email template like, hello, Zoe, thank you for your purchase. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And in the end, it will be like my name again, right? So people don't need to fill up again. They just will automatically, Autods will automatically receive buyer's first name and fill in this template.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's not only that, by the way. If you have, for example, a tracking number, something about tracking number, this thing also will be filled automatically, the tracking number of the product, if it's already shipped. And at the right side of the screen, you will also see all the details of the customer. So the VA even doesn't need to access your eBay account. They will just have here everything on the right of the system, and they will be able to use these templates to send the messages and reply your customers.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. So another thing here, if we are already here, is that we really can automate the messages that will be sent to our customers after that. Yeah.
And could you show to our audience where they can start the automated the ready-made reply templates?
You mean how they can use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So 1 second, because this is the new Autods version.
Yeah, I know there's like two versions, your old version and new version, and might be interested to show them on the new version.
Yeah, exactly. So because I want to show the new version, give me a second, and I will be able to show that.
Well, in the meantime, Leo is preparing for the demonstration. Like, guys, if you're interested, if you have any questions about automation, or maybe question about AutoDS, or question about CJ, any question about drop shipping, just dropping the comment, just dropping the comment, and we will answer these questions in a last about like 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, we can also continue for other questions for now until prepare that, so I can answer that in parallel. It's not a problem.
Yeah, sure. And I know like no need for stock up inventory is a really great side and the downside of drop shipping. There's unreliable supply inventory also is a nightmare for most of people. Is there any way to prevent the surprising like out of stock? Or maybe like price change, because price for the suppliers, they often change about the price. Even like for CG drop shipping for us, maybe our product's price is quite stable, but shipping price, because the logistics always raise up their shipping fee, so we have to raise our shipping rate. So in the total drop shipping price will be changed. And I know like drop shippers really hate about it, for their budget change. So they have to manage about their selling price and manage about the budget. Is there any way to prevent it?
Yeah, sure. So for shipping price, we also calculate the shipping price, and it will be calculated inside the price of the product. So if the price of the product will be changed, the shipping price, it will be also changed on Autods, for example. And you can also configure that. So you can say that I want to calculate my shipping price according to, and it will ask you for which country you want to calculate the shipping price. So let's take an example for that.
Just one moment. Sorry, Leo, can you go back to the move and let's just start it again, because I just added your screen to the chat. And guys, can you see the screen like clearly? If you can see it, just drop in the comment to let us know if you can see it clearly. We'll just wait about for 20 seconds and we're just, Leo, we're going to start it.
Sure. So can I show it again now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can, on Autodesk, you show to which region, to which country you ship your products. And then the shipping price will be calculated according to the country to where you ship it. And if the shipping prices change, it will also change it inside your system and for your product automatically. Let's jump back into the customer support. So this is how the system looks. It's just a demo account, just for the example. And here I can see all my templates. And I can always add a new template. So let's say a problem with shipping. And I can write, hey, buyer name. The shipping cannot be sent because, and I can also write the shipping for the product, put here the product title, and then it's really customized and really feels for the buyer that you really sit and wrote all this text for them. You can also write, we shipped that using the shipping carrier, and put that here. Your tracking number is this. And that's all. And then I can write here a shortcode, problem with shipping, for example. And after that, I can use it really easily here. I can do something like that, or I can just choose it here from my template, and that's all. So if I click on that, you can see here that everything already filled out. You will not see that here because we don't really have here a real order. It's just a temporary like fake account. But yeah, everything will be filled out automatically.
Well, that's really amazing. And Leo, can you go back to the can you go back to the page when you're just added those templates? Because I want to show the audience, like you already have a shortcut of everything there.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, guys, do you see this insert? like AutoDS already have like by your first name, you don't have to enter all this code. You just click everything, it will automatically do it for you. You don't have to remember what kind of template you want or copy other people's template from the YouTube or other sites. You can even create your own template by using AutoDS. Like really easy to use. Like for myself, usually I copy other people's template. I will do my own creation also, but I think this like insert thing and the short code were really convenient to most of job shippers.
Yeah, but by the way, Zoe, you can always just go here and integrate everything manually, or now we are adding, like in this week, we will also have all these templates inside the system. So when you will go here, under the system snippets, you will see here all these templates with their titles and everything here sorted out.
Yeah, because I know when you just showing us the template on the AutoDS, I think that's blog, or is that AutoDS, the article? Yeah, and I think maybe audience will have the same concern as I do is, am I using the same template from other people where my customers being like not interested about it, or maybe this template is being overused? And another function you just showed it to us really improve, like really improve my point that you can even create your own creative, unique templates to reply to your customers, or you can just using others people's, or you make your own creation. I think both is really great.
Yeah, and about the VA, when you want to give an access to another one, someone to manage your customer service, you just go click add user, adding here their details, choose for what stores you want them to give access to them, and what you want them to see. And that's all. They will have access only to these specific features.
That's really interesting. And how how do you find your how do you find your VA? Like where to find it, and how can you know your VA is really reliable for you? I know this is really tricky question. I know like AutoDS already set everything like for the VA to for us to automate a lot of steps, but how can we find the right VA for us?
Yeah, so that's a great question. What we usually do is that because the dropshipping niche is so huge already, and there are a lot of experienced VAs that already know the job, what we do is that mostly we go to dropshipping groups like CJ Dropshipping group or any other dropshipping group like Autods or anything, and we can just post there, hey, I'm looking for VA to do this and that, someone with experience, and then I would hire some of them, like 2 or 3 VAs, see who of them is the best. Like after some testing, few days, I would also tell them from day one, hey, we are doing a test. So after a few days, we will decide if we continue to work together or not. And this way we can really test, see how they are working with our store, and decide if you want to continue with them or not. But in these days, it's really easy to do that. There are also some other sites like bestjobs.ph where you can hire VAs, or upwork.com where you can find also a lot of experienced dropshipping VAs. But the cheapest and the fastest way is really to go to Facebook groups. But again, here I can always also post a job and find someone to automate my customer service or products finding or anything that I would like to do on my business.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, my watch decided to talk.
Wow. And I know like the most representative function of AutoDS is the listing features, and I think most of people like knowing AutoDS is from these listing features. So could you show to our audience how to list the products from the AutoDS? Because you already have, we can take CJ as example.
Yeah, so listing features are it's really like much more interesting than the customer service, because first it's really supported for all marketplaces like Facebook, Shopify, and eBay, and second we have a lot of functionality there. So let's really go over the listing process, and then if you want we can also discuss the ordering process. So first, if I go to any supported site, let's go to CJdropshipping. Take any, I just took a random product now, and I have my Autods Helper installed, which is a Chrome extension that helps me to do everything much easier. So if I go to Google, Autods Helper, I can just install it here. For sure, you need Autods account for that, and after that you can install that. And then we can do two different processes. The first one is if I want to list multiple products, I can go here, put as many links as I want to as many products as I want. For example, I can go here, take these products, put the links to all of them, click next, and I will be able to publish it to my store or to create a draft of that. By the way, I can also schedule and make the products to be uploaded after that, like in other time. But the better way and the fastest way is really to go here to CJ, take any product. So we took this one, for example.
Yeah.
Click import to Autods. It will start the importing process. I can see here to which store it will be uploaded. By the way, I can upload to one store. I can choose to upload to multiple stores together. So if someone works on Shopify and eBay and Facebook, they can upload to all of the stores together. And then if I go to my drafts, I will see here a process of importing this product, which is started. It shows here the source product ID. It's in progress. And after a few seconds, I will already see that on my drafts page here. So you can see this product here with the description already here, with all of the images, with everything here that I can change. Like for Shopify, it will be collections. For eBay, it will be category. I can put tags for my products. So I can write here CJdropshipping sport products. And after that, I will be able to filter by this type of products. I choose which shipping method I want to track. Cheapest with tracking is my preferred. Here it's from China. And I can decide if I want to monitor stock, monitor price changes, and if I want to process the orders automatically, that we will discuss after that. Another cool thing here is really the template. I can decide which template I want to use for the product. And it can be the pre-made templates of Autods, which we have a lot of them. For example, templates for China, which looks like that. This is just an example. Or we can create templates by ourselves, and we can also copy the template, copy of China to, and then I can go and even edit the template here if I want to add everything, or template, title, and here also we have these macros. So if I want to put here the main picture, I can do that. If I want to put item specifics, I can do that, and it will be filled automatically. So for this product, I didn't use any template because I don't have a default. But if I would put a default, it would just put this automatically, and that's all. And then the product would be looking like that.
Wow, that's really cool. But I have one more question about the listing, because CJ Dropshipping also have the listing feature, and since our most of users are from Shopify, but for our eBay users, when they list a product to the eBay store, they're usually facing one problem as a UPC code. So when people listing a product from the AutoDS, were they facing the same issue about the UPC code? They need to fill it up, and how do you automatically attract this info from?
Yeah, so for UPC in Autodesk, we just have a list of few millions of unique UPCs, real UPC codes that we are buying. Mm-hmm. And then when we list products, we just use our own UPC for any product. And the reason for that is not just because we don't have it from any of our suppliers, but also because it boosts your sales, because on eBay, the product looks more unique. It's harder to copy you, because if you go to any market research tool, for example, I don't want to mention names, but if you go to any market research tool and you look to copy your competitors, you will not be able to find these products because we are hiding the UPC. Like, it's a new UPC, and it will be harder for your competitors to copy you. So yeah, that's what we are doing about UPCs.
Well, that's really interesting, because for us, we always, for CJdropshipping, we, as a supplier, with some of our products, we do have UPC, but not all the products. I have to commit, we don't have all the UPC for every product. So the people always having the same concerns about how can they purchase UPC, if that's supposed to be a supplier like who provide this UPC code. So we always suggest our customers to buy the UPC code from the eBay support or buy it elsewhere. But since AutoDS already purchased millions, like a lot of UPC code for the eBay products, so I believe if anyone is interested about doing eBay dropshipping, they can totally choose CJdropshipping as a supplier and import it through the AutoDS. So you will still get the benefit from the UPC code, because it's a unique owned by AutoDS, and you also can you can also experience the tons of like products, all these products from the CJdropshipping. I think this is really great way solution for our eBay dropshippers.
Yeah.
Well, this is really surprising for me today, because I never thought about for our CJdropshipping's eBay, our eBay users can have these solutions for about their concept, because this is really our, I can't say the most, but I would say like quite concerning questions about the eBay dropshipping. And like we'll move to the next question. I noticed like AutoDS also provide a service to Facebook Marketplace. So when most of other dropshippers are focusing on Shopify, eBay, and Amazon, what's advantage of doing the dropshipping in Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah, sure. Facebook Marketplace is a new marketplace for dropshipping. It's something that until today, we didn't really see someone is doing dropshipping there. And there is a reason for that, because Facebook just opened their shipping option, and it's only for US for now, US residents, people who have their SSN, Social Security number. But the marketplace there is really new. Like, the marketplace is not new. Like, everyone knows on Facebook the marketplace, and maybe some already bought there. But the shipping option is something new because of the COVID-19. Facebook opened it really faster. And during 2020, they released the option to ship inside the United States the products. So you can actually get payment and ship the product to your customer and not do local pickup. And everyone knows Facebook. And Facebook has their huge amount of audience, and everyone already on Facebook. So you can push your products on Facebook, market it on Facebook groups. You have a feature on Facebook when you post a product of push it to these groups. And the sales there are crazy. Like, I mean, inside dropshipping for 11 years, I never saw in the last maybe 8 years an opportunity like that, where actually everything that you list just selling like crazy. So the market there is huge. You can post it to multiple groups. You don't have zero violation, like copyright violation, like you have on eBay. You don't have restrictions if your account is legit. You don't have suspensions for any problem. It still doesn't mean that you don't need to give good customer experience to your buyers, because I believe that you need to treat your buyers as you would like to be treated. But yeah, the opportunity there is huge. So everyone who is from US or can get a US Facebook account, I would really give it a try.
Yeah, I think this is really a great opportunity now. Things, wow, like TikTok can do drop shipping now. Like, why not Facebook Marketplace? Like, we need to follow the trend.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
my next question, I think it's most concerning question for experienced drop shippers, especially for drop shippers who owns more than one store. Like, how can we manage multiple stores and scale? How can we manage multiple stores together and scale it up? Like, how to see the status of stores together and follow everything?
Yeah, sure. So does our audience see my screen now?
Just one moment. Yeah, I just added to guys. If you can see Leo's screen now, just post in the comment. Let us know. Yeah, I think you can just start it.
Cool. So on Autods, what we created, this is also in the Autods V2. This is one of our biggest game changers for now, is that you can actually manage all your eBay stores and Shopify stores. And if I add here more stores, I will also have here Facebook. But I can manage all my stores together, and I can decide what of the stores I want to see on my screen right now. So for now, I have all my stores together. Again, it's just a demo account, so this way I don't have too much info here. But now I will have a graph here of all my stores together. I will see here the top selling tags of all of my stores together. I will have here the products of all of my stores together. Same about orders, which will be from all of them together. And the products from all of the stores. For sure, the customer service that you will also have here tomorrow, actually. But the products of all of them together. Same about drafts, same about settings. And the cool part is that you can also, when you list a product, you can publish it to one store or
multiple store. I get that too.
Yeah. So so that's something which is super cool in my opinion. And also about the VA, you can decide if you want to give them access to one store, to all of your stores, to multiple stores, and so on. So yeah, I think this is a huge advantage for someone who is managing more than one store, that they can really do that. And by the way, for filters, you can create filters that are pre-made, and then you can see exactly what's going on inside your stores here using a filter, and you don't need to go and everyone put the same filter again and again.
Wow, that's really interesting. And we have talked about like how to doing dropshipping automation in general, and we mainly focus on order fulfillment and after sale service, about all those ready templates. But how can we get more sales by using automations? We can take eBay as an example. Like, do you have any automatic template design that we can share with our audience for an eBay store?
Yeah, so for sales optimization, we have two things, or maybe more than two. The first one is that we do SEO for the listings. When we post something on your eBay account, inside the images, we put keywords, and the listing templates inside Autods are really lightweight, and they're really optimized to be user-friendly for mobile and for eBay, and same for Shopify. The second thing is that we have our price optimization feature. Means that when the product sells well, we want to make more profits on this product, and we will start increasing the product every sale a little bit. So you can configure how much you want to increase the price, but that's something which is possible. And more interesting is that if the product stops selling for X days, for let's say for 7 days, you can start decreasing the price automatically for the product using Autods. So that's about the price optimization and the listing itself. And the last thing is that really we have the templates, pre-made templates for your listing that Autodesk will use. And these templates optimized by our design to be something which looks good and actually selling better than using just something random or without a template.
Okay, can you show it to our audience? Just give them a clear idea about how it looks like.
Yeah, so about automation, I can create here an automation one. When number of sales of the product is more than 5 in 1 day or 1 week, start raising the price of the product by 1% up to a limit of, let's say, 20% profit. If the product stops selling, start decrease the price. If the sales number is less than 1 in 20 days, for example, or 4 weeks, so start decreasing the price by 1% up to a limit of 10. I don't want to make less than 10% profit, for example. And then I can decide which of my products I want to assign, or I can also do that later if I want. So now I have the automation, can go to products, and I can decide which of the products I want to assign to this specific automation. So if I choose all of them, I go here, add, and here I will be able to choose my automation, and then it will be applied to these products. About the template, I can do something really similar. I can go here, choose the template that I want to change. For example, China Nonstop, which is Autods template. Click update, and all of my products will get this beautiful template, for example, that looks like this that I showed you before. We are always adding new templates. For example, during the holidays, we will add new Black Friday templates, Merry Christmas templates, Valentine's Day, so people can really adapt their stores to the right holiday. And this is also something that increases the conversion rate of the products.
Well, I believe you just showed to our audience the Nonstop China, this template. Maybe we can show just one more template to our audience.
Yeah, for example, this is the Black Friday template. For people who want something which is really like a clean template, they can choose the Simply Blue, which is something really, simple. We have the best quality template, for example. It doesn't look with this black inside eBay. It's just here for the demonstration. But all these fields, by the way, filling automatically, like the dimensions, for example. And as I said, you can always also go to Fiverr. Everyone on Fiverr who works with eBay dropshipping knows Autods and know how to adapt the right templates for us. You can give them access to your account, and they will just integrate the template inside Autods. And here is something for home things, for example. And we keep adding always new templates. Right now, we are developing 5 more new templates.
Well, that's really interesting. And if you are not really interested about this template, you can always design your template or go to Fiverr to hire someone to do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. So they can go create a new template, and they can do here everything. For example, a product title, put the title, put the description, store name, image, and everything. Again, we always do SEO, so we will always put keywords inside the image, so it will promote you more on eBay and on Google.
Wow, that's really great.
I think we didn't talk about all those automation. Do you want to talk about it, or you want to talk about other things?
Yeah, I think it's almost like we're already streaming for a long time, and we got a lot of questions from our audience. So I think maybe it's time to move to our next part. I will pick some our audience questions
Sure.
and post them on the screen so everyone can see it. If you're just joining our live stream now, like for your information, we're about to answer some questions raised by the audience. Everyone still got some time to drop your question down in the comment section. Well, I will just pick the first one first. Well, this one is really our loyal. It's this person is really our loyal audience. Like Leo, can you answer his questions? What are some of the best way to use AutoDS for Facebook MP?
Yeah, sure. So if you add your, so basically you just need to go to Autods, get a Facebook subscription, then you can create a draft, same as we did with eBay or Shopify. And let me show you an example. 1 second. Okay, so inside AutoDS, you will have this button for each of the variations, the copy button, when you have your Facebook subscription. And if I click on that, I will be able to go to Facebook, use the Autods Helper to just, I will click here, paste, and it will start copying everything from here to Facebook and create, same as we did for eBay, it will use a template that I could create before. For Facebook, you cannot use designs, but you can put the title and everything inside the template, like item specifics. And then it will just copy everything here to Facebook Marketplace. You see that now it's slow, but you will see that in a second copying here. And it will post here the photos and everything inside the Facebook. That's how you automate the listing process. And for price and stock monitoring, we are working on price and stock monitoring that will work when your computer is on and you have the Chrome extension. It will take around 2 weeks from now to be released. But for now, what people are doing is that we just put notifications for price and stock updates. And then when a product inside my products page changes the price of stock, I will get an email with a new price, a new stock, and the exact product. I will just go to Facebook, edit the product, and that's all. So that's how we actually automate right now the price and stock updates. So you don't need to really go and refresh CJdropshipping to see changes, but you will get it directly to your email, go to Facebook and update the details there. And as you can see, the description already copied. The pictures will be copied in a second because it's a server, it takes some time. But if you do that from the same browser, it will be really quick.
Great. And we have a next question also from this audience too.
Please look into this. You can contact me in private after that and show me what you would like to see there. But in general, we are really listening to our customers always. This is our first priority. And if you have any requests, so first really send me a message on Facebook. But second, you can go to feedback.autods.com and you can put here a feature request. And we always listening to our customers, and you can see here how many things we are always doing according to the requests, and here how many things we are already working in progress and will be released really fast after people request it.
Okay, so it comes to our third question from the audience. Is there a way notify us a seller before we post or added a product to our store that the item is either sold out or not available? I think this one is really a tricky question because most of the time when sellers post a product when you search a product from the seller, that means the seller did available with this product. But case like do happens about for the supply that if this is really new or trendy product, it have the high chance of when a person unless this product and the product's already sold out or not available from the supplier. But how can we figure it out?
Yes, so first you have the price and stock monitoring for that, and second is really the feature that I just showed. You can enable the stock monitoring updates and get emails about things that go to out of stock, but much better is just to use the price and stock automation. It will take your product out of stock when the supplier goes to out of stock. I hope that I understood the question well.
Well, I will just pick the last question. I'm opening a new niche store. How can I complete authorize the order process with CJ? Well, I believe I can answer this question. Well, you can totally complete the if you're using CJ, you can see CJ as a supplier. So for our side, we can totally automate the order process and everything. But if you just open your store, if you want to check the inventory, if you want to check the the inventory differences, or maybe create a theme or the email temp, or send the customers automatic email replies, or the DM replies, all of these features you can go to use AutoDS for it. Well, it's almost a time. So I would say, like, Leo, it's really great time to talking to you today. You brought us a really juicy insight about dropshipping automation and how can we manage on time saving. Also about how to use AutoDS to boost our dropshipping business. Like, do you have any things or maybe thoughts want to say to our audience?
Yeah, sure. So first, really thank you for having me here, Zoe. And one thing that I would like to say is that this is something that I really like to say in any end of interview. Dropshipping, I think, is the easiest business in the world. It's a business that doesn't require a budget. It's really easy. It can be time saving optimized. Specifically with tools and good suppliers like CJ. But you should always remember that it's a business. You should be consistent. You should never give up, and you should remember that no business can be profitable in 1 week. So we did a research in AutoDS, and we saw that most of the sellers are really getting their first sale within 7 to 14 days, or maybe even less. I'm not sure that I remember it correctly, but for sure less than 2 weeks. And from this point, all what you need to do is to be consistent and remember that the big profits are coming with the time. So stay consistent. Remember why you started. You started because you want maybe to leave your job, or maybe to have an additional income that doesn't take from you a lot of time. And just keep it in mind. Keep working, and the most important is give to your customers a good customer experience, good customer support, so they will keep buying from you, keep coming back to you, and eBay will promote you much more in this way.
Yeah, I'm totally agree with you, Leo. Yes, we have to treat the customer really seriously, and I know even from the data from the CJ side, I know a lot of dropshippers, they just quit their dropshipping business in really early, like the first, I would say in the first month, because we haven't really calculated like which date or the first week or second week, but they do quit really easily when they not seeing any sales are coming. But guys, like, be patient for your business. And things, it's really easy to start. So you have to pay more effort to get your business really to scale it up. You have to listen to you can continue to watch like streaming like us, or find the other gurus from the YouTube channel, or maybe other people's to learn from it. I think AutoDS is a really great tool, can help you guys, and CJ also is a great supplier to do it. Guys, can you comment thank you in the chat for Leo for his generous sharing? And don't forget to like to show your support. Your like will driven us to continue doing it. If you're interested in AutoDS, you can always search AutoDS at Shopify store or Chrome extension. Best of luck of everyone for your dropshipping business. And Leo, thank you so much for joining us today. Like, really appreciate it.